God's surprise gift. Her future father-in-law laid in bed with palsy. Her future sister-in-law was struggling between life and death from an incurable illness. Her fiancé, called by God into ministry, left his well-paid and stable career to start seminary school. Her non-Christian father was against the marriage, so she spent a long time convincing him and praying. After the long wait, they finally were able to have their beautiful wedding ceremony. The bride entered crying tears of joy, and her poised groom lovingly looked towards his bride and shed tears as the wedding song played. All her friends and her guests, including myself, cried. The ceremony ended, and as the wedding march sounded, the couple walked out with bright smiles, and we celebrated them with applause and sparkling confetti. I recalled the story of how the bride had decided on marriage. She was touched by the family's love for one another, even in difficult circumstances. I was praying for her happiness when I saw in the sky a brilliant light and glimmering silver jewels slowly falling. I thought with glee, God must also be blessing this couple with jewels. But as I looked carefully at the falling jewels, I saw that they were actually fine grains of salt. This salt would preserve the heart they first had for each other and ensure that it would not change or spoil. In future years, when married life would become repetitive and bland, it would give it flavor. When their hearts would turn to ice from unfulfilled longings, the salt would thaw them. Like the first snowfall of winter, the precious gift of salt that God had prepared fell gracefully on the head and shoulders of the bride and groom. Have salt in yourselves and be at peace with one another. Mark 9:50.